Hi to all the nursing aspirants there. I am Navkiran and I welcome you all to my channel Navkiran's Nursing Classes. As you know that my channel is one of the best channel in order to guide you all how to become a registered nurse in Canada. So basically in this effort today we have again come up with a very important video for all the internationally educated nurses who have a lot of myths, lot of doubts and questions in order to know how to become a registered nurse in Canada. So today I have Mr. Gagan with me. He is going to put on some questions, the questions which you usually want to ask through my channel or you want to contact me personally. So we are today making this video in order to assist you all for these questions. So let us start. So yes, let us start with the first question.
Can I start NNS process from India?
Yes, you can definitely start NNAS process from India. In fact, it's wise to start NNAS process from India because in order to start NNAS, you do not require any status. You do not require any work permit status, valid work permit, PR status, study visa, nothing is required. So yes, definitely you can start NNAS process from India.
Can I attempt NCLEX RN from India?
Yes, definitely you can attempt NCLEX RN from India because you just have to take eligibility for NCLEX RN, and later on, let me tell you one thing, we have a lot of Pearson VUE centers in India where this exam is being conducted. For example, in Punjab we have 3 centers, one is in Jalandhar, one is in Amritsar and another one is in Chandigarh. Similarly, we have centers in Delhi, Calcutta, Bombay, all the big cities have the centers there. So yes, a lot of students of mine crack NCLEX RN from India only.
Do I need work experience to get NCLEX eligibility?
No, not at all. You don't need any work experience to get NCLEX RN eligibility. In fact, they don't ask for work experience if you don't have any. It's totally optional. If you have a work experience, you should definitely add it, but not to get, NNAS advisory report or not to get NCLEX RN eligibility. But work experience is required when you are in the final stage of your licensure process. It's, some of the provinces, they ask for the work experience from last 3 years or from last 5 years in order to give you license, not to give you NCLEX RN eligibility or not to give you NNAS advisory report.
Is IELTS mandatory to sit for NCLEX?
No, IELTS is not mandatory. No academic IELTS is mandatory to sit, to start NNAS or to get advisory report from NNAS. In fact, few months before, NNAS has released some new rules according to which no province in Ontario needs academic IELTS in order to process your file for NNAS. This has really made NNAS process fast because now they are not waiting for your language proficiency. You might submit this language proficiency later on to the regulatory authority if needed.
Do I need PR status to become RN in Canada?
Not at all. If you don't have a PR status, but instead of that, if you have valid work permit or you are on study visa, you have a study permit, then yes, you can become an RN in Canada. You don't need only PR status in order to start your NNAS or in order to get license in Canada. This is totally baseless. But one thing I just want to add, if you are on a work permit here, your work permit should be an open work permit and not the closed one, because in a closed work permit, the province is not going to give you license. In open work permit, yes, they are going to give you a license.
Is visitor visa candidate eligible to work as a RN in Canada?
No, the visitor visa candidate is not eligible to work as a registered nurse in Canada because while you are on tourist visa or you are on visitor visa, you don't have a valid work permit to work in Canada, right? So how can the authorities give you license when you cannot work in Canada? So first convert your visitor visa into valid work permit, open work permit, then only you can start NNAS, but in order to get license, you should have a work permit.
Is REXPIN is also changing as NCLEX RN next generation?
This is a very common question. See, earlier the exam before January 2022 was called CPNRE, and later on from January 1st 2022 it was changed into REXPN. No changes further are occurring in REXPN. It's already a changed version of CPNRE. So NCLEX RN next generation is coming, but there are no changes in REXPN.
Are international students on study visa eligible to work as a RN in Canada?
Yes, definitely. We have already posted story of Diksha. While you are on study visa, you have already been granted certain hours to work legally in Canada. And in my understanding, nowadays the government is giving legally 40 hours per week to the international students, and definitely get your RN license while you are in study visa and start working as an RN. It is going to be a very good opportunity for you. Definitely you can and you should start working as a registered nurse in Canada while on study visa.
Can I apply visa on the basis of NCLEX RN?
No. This is a very big myth and a very kind of common question being asked by a lot of people on my channel and whenever I'm conducting workshops. See, NCLEX RN is not a visa process. Basically, your licensure process and your visa process, these are two different processes. And if you crack NCLEX RN, you cannot apply for visa, Canadian visa on the basis of that NCLEX RN. That's not possible at all. Yes, next question please.
Can I get RN license while present outside Canada?
No, you cannot get RN license when you are outside Canada, because there are certain requirements in order to get RN license in Canada. You can start NNAS, you can get NCLEX RN eligibility, you can sit for NCLEX RN, but in order to get license in Canada, there are two more requirements that need to be fulfilled once you will come to Canada. One is valid work permit, that will be granted, that could be granted outside Canada, could be fulfilled. But the second requirement, that is police criminal background check, is possible only when you are in Canada. So practically speaking, you cannot get license when you are outside Canada. You can get it while you are once here. At least you should have a valid work permit, PR status or study permit. Only then you will be able to get license in Canada. I hope all these questions are now quite clear in your mind, and I am helping you continuously to become a registered nurse in Canada. And guess what? We are also helping nurses to get license in USA, Australia. If you have any questions and queries, you want to start your NNAS, you want to prepare for NCLEX RN or XP, and you want to take license in Canada, kindly contact us on the number that is flashing on screen. And Navkiran Nursing Classes is the best place to get answers to all your questions. So subscribe my channel and share this video with your friends so that they can also get maximum benefit out of it. Thank you so much. See you soon in the next video. Stay tuned. Take care.